Hello again. Right, this video, I've just finished recording the Keir Starmer one. Let me just get these out of the way. And I did say at the end of that last video that I was going to record a tarot reading about Tommy Robinson. Now, for those of you who don't know who Tommy Robinson is an activist who is often denigrated in the press as being far right and racist. He's been shunned basically by all the mainstream press and the news press as well, the papers. Now, I'm not going to go with that evaluation. And the reason why I'm not going to go with that evaluation is because I don't really get involved with mainstream news and media, because I've discovered many years ago that they sell a particular narrative to get people to believe certain things, and that belief is beneficial in some way to the state. So when I was 20 years ago, I thought the same thing. I thought Tommy Robinson was a racist because I was very much in that mindset. Whatever the newspapers said, if the newspapers said it, it must be true. Now, over several years now, I've not really just blindly believed everything that I'm told through the news, through the media. And in order to make my own mind up, I've gone to the source. So over years, I've watched the things that Tommy Robinson's put out, his own stuff. I've read his own stuff. I've seen his own stuff. And I haven't seen any racism. And apparently the police have never put him down as being a far-right racist either. Right, so the situation with Tommy Robinson at the moment is that he is due in court, I think it's at the end of October, for showing a film that the British court put an injunction on it. Didn't want this film showed. It was showed in America. And I believe not by Tommy, and he was facing 2 years in prison for that breach of that injunction. However, in June of this year, he held a sort of British freedom rally, if you like, in London, and there were upwards of 100,000 people there, no trouble whatsoever. It looked like a festival. I saw some of it on the live streams that were going on. No arrest whatsoever, and he showed this film in Great Britain. So he's now looking at a 4-year jail term. Now, Tommy Robinson's been in prison before, and because of his views, which you don't have to agree with his views, I don't necessarily agree with everything everybody says, but I believe that if you have views, whether other people disagree or not, you should be able to hold your own views. So because of his views, he has been quite unsafe in prison and had to do some of his time, quite a bit of his time, in solitary confinement, which has had an effect on him mentally, would anybody. So he is now facing a 4-year jail term. He's in court at the end of October. He will possibly be sentenced to 4 years in prison. My ask of these cards today is, will Tommy Robinson remain safe? Is he going to prison for 4 years? I want to know if he's going for 4 years, because it seems a bit harsh for showing a film that he's going to prison for 4 years for that. He was also recently blamed in the mainstream media for inciting the recent riots that we had. I can't say I've seen anything from him that has incited a riot. If you've seen any of it, you can post me a link, and I'll watch it. But I've not seen anything from Tommy that's incited any riots whatsoever. The only thing that I've come across is him asking people to just don't get involved. Poor Tommy. Are they really going to send him to prison for 4 years for showing a film? This has a very, see, we've got this one again, and I shuffled these a million times. So he's keeping on top of things. This is what this is saying to me in this instance. At the moment, he's got all his plates in the air, and we've got too many, so I'm going to put them back in. They come back up again, they were meant to be. So he's spinning plates at the moment. This seems right. The devil always, 9 times out of 10, always screams breaking free from addiction. But I'm seeing this as being breaking free from the chains that bind you. It's almost, does this have something to do with freedom of speech? See, let me explain something. These are the two lovers and the devil, and these two are chained. But if you look, they are only loosely chained, and they could easily step out of them and be free. So it's almost, this is quite deep, because I think this is saying is he going to get a lenient, he's either going to get a lenient sentence or he's going to get an easier time, but he needs to see his opportunity for that easy time. It's like there's going to be an opportunity for him to break free, but he needs to see that opportunity and take it. Tommy, if you're watching, I doubt it you were, because I mean, I've only got 300 subscribers, but it's almost as if someone is going to give you an opportunity to break free. Are you going to take it? I don't know. Is he going to take his opportunity? Is he going to take his opportunity? They flew out. Okay. Right, you've got a trick up your sleeve, haven't you, kid? So I think he's got a bit of a trick up his sleeve. And that was upside down. That way round, you're carrying a heavy burden. I'm not sure he's going to prison, you know. I don't know if he is. This is, right now, he's keeping all his plates up in the air. He's basically keeping on top of things. This is like an opportunity. There's an opportunity to break free if you could only just see it for yourself. You've got all the tools in your arsenal. You're going to pull something out of the bag and lay down the heavy burden. You're not going to prison, are you, Tommy lad? I hope he ain't. Okay, I've got a shiver. He's definitely got guides around him, very strong, and if he stays quiet for a while, he will recognize that himself. He's got guides. He's got some very good guides, some very wise and powerful guides. Why you keep giving me too many? You gave me too many, and I'm putting them back. Right, Tommy. Right, are you going to stay safe? That one's gone. Let's have a look. Right, so Are you going to stay safe? Yeah, you'll be a bit battered and bruised. You will feel like the wounded warrior, the wounded warrior. But you're not defeated. Wounded and not defeated. And the new love of your life is? So, yeah, he's... I think the new love of your life is already there on the scene, but I think this has got a... it feels like there's... You, Tommy Robinson, is going to receive... I mean, people already love Tommy Robinson. The people who love him really love him. But there's going to be an awakening here. There's going to be an awakening, and you're going to get huge, much bigger following. Knight of Swords. Oh, that's too many. I'm not taking that many. These cards have got a lot to say about Tommy Robinson today. Whoa, what's that? Tower in reverse. So, yeah. So, you've got the Knight of Wands. Well, this is all going to happen very, very quickly. I don't know if he's even going to prison. There's right, so he's looking at 4 years, but this to me is telling me that there is an opportunity to not go. There's an opportunity. There is a way out of this, and you've got an ace up your sleeve. Definitely got an ace up your sleeve, and that ace might actually be the British people who support him. So there's an ace up his sleeve. He's battered and bruised, and he's been through it. Knight of Wands. There's like I think he's gonna get some really good opportunities to create, to carry on being creative in whatever way. I mean, it could be any way, but I mean, he does make videos, does make documentaries, so there could be loads of offers. But yeah, there's a lot of love and support for Tommy Robinson, despite what the mainstream media have to say. And last one, is he going to be okay? We've got the High Priestess. Okay. I think Tommy Robinson intuitively knows that he's okay. And I think he already knows his guides. He might not be conscious of them, but I think his subconscious is already has already recognised his guides. I think he knows. I think he knows, with all he's been through and all he probably will go through, that he has never done that alone. Anyway, whether that makes sense or not, I don't know. But we'll see at the end of October what happens. My feeling is he might well not go to prison. It might have something to do with his popularity. Anyway, I'm off. See you soon. Take care. Ta-ra.